So did you want to go first or should I go first? Like, we usually start off with you doing the narration for Quantum Leap. Did you want to go first or should I go first?
You can go first.
Okay. Excuse me. I'm just going to. All right. Theorizing that one could try. Fuck. I have to start again. Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Becket led an elite group of scientists into the desert to develop a top secret project known as Quantum Leap. Pressured to prove his theories or lose funding, Dr. Becket prematurely stepped into the project accelerator and vanished. He awoke to find himself in the past, suffering from partial amnesia and facing a mirror image that was not his own. Fortunately, contact with his own time was made through brainwave transmissions with Al, the project observer, who appeared in the form of a hologram that only Dr. Becket could see and hear. Trapped in the past, Dr. Becket finds himself leaping from life to life, putting things right that once went wrong, and hoping that each time his next leap will be the leap home. I think I should redo it.
Do you think so?
No, you go again and then I'll try again.
Okay. Theorizing that one could travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Becket led an elite group of scientists into the desert to develop a top secret project known as Quantum Leap. Pressured to prove his theories or lose funding, Dr. Becket prematurely stepped into the project accelerator and vanished. He awoke to find himself in the past, suffering from partial amnesia and facing a mirror image that was not his own. Fortunately, contact with his own time was made through brainwave transmissions with Al, the project observer, who appeared in the form of a hologram that only Dr. Becket could see and hear. Trapped in the past, Dr. Becket finds himself leaping from life to life, putting things right that once went wrong, and hoping that each time that his next leap will be the leap home.
The Fantasmagorium show is proudly presenting In the Loop, a quantum loop celebration. And this week,
Quantum loop?
Sam keeps an unhealthy relationship together. True story.
True.
And want to know what woke was before it was woke? Proto-woke? Quantum wokes? Sam has a baby.
Well, this is almost woke. If woke actually
Excuse me. Can I finish the intro? Can I finish? I am Scotty R37. Jill promised me a hand link to Ziggy. And Steve never left home. I'm finished. Welcome to the Quantum Leap Show, everybody. This is such a weird double bill. A double feature of an ineffectual Sam Becket.
Well, only in the first one. And I like the second episode better. The second one's more fun.
But like I can't wait to get to the second episode. Yeah, no, I can't wait to get to the second episode. That's super fun. Like, I don't even know I don't know what they're worried about.
Well, something I use.
Do you want to just run through the first episode and be like, Sam's a kid,
Sam's a kid. Yeah, we can do that. But first,
Let's
I
run.
want you. Well, but before we do that, I use
Okay.
this website called Al's Place, and
Yes.
it's kind of fun that now they're putting these little commercials in there. So I'm gonna play the commercial for this episode. It's just a few seconds.
How do you do that? How can you do this? You have power on this website?
Writing Sam leaps back into his own wonder years
Come on, I'm 13.
and learns some new facts of life.
Put his hand on your leg.
It's an all-new Quantum Leap.
Did
Wow.
you hear that?
Yes.
Great.
Wow. That is a gross misrepresentation of this episode.
It made it seem like way more fun than it was.
Yeah. They were using like boogie board soundtracks. But like, what is this episode about? Okay, so Sam leaps into a 13-year-old boy
Well, let's
who
go through it.
everyone regards. No, like I don't want to go. Like this guy.
I know.
Okay.
Okay,
You
but
know what?
okay, let me just do my intro part. Okay,
All
so
right,
now
you do
it's
your
my
thing. You
intro.
do your thing. Okay, sure.
Runaway first aired on January 4th, 1991 on Friday. The episode was written by Paul Brown and directed by Michael Kaelman.
Like you could be enthusiastic. This is something that you wanted to do.
I'm not enthusiastic.
No, it doesn't. Like a little more pep.
I don't know how to do that. This is
All
the
right.
best I can do.
All right.
Sam leaps into Butchie Rickett on July 4th, 1964. You never complained before. On a Saturday in
I'm
Carbon
not
Country,
complaining
Wyoming.
now.
His parents are Hank and Emma Rickett, and his
Yes.
sister's Alexandria.
The Ricketts.
Or you know what? I made a very short review. Just I didn't realize it was for you until now. Or a meathead requires a life-threatening event to occur to realize he's being a dumbass. Is that the end of the review?
No, it's not, because he doesn't even do it. I was so excited. So at the end of the episode, we end up like, okay, so the process of the episode is that we have ineffectual Sam who has no power because he is a 13-year-old boy under the shadow of his big sister, older sister. And if Sam doesn't make it, so that the mom runs away, which I don't know what that means. But if she runs away, then the daughter is going to get pregnant at 16, which is somewhat prophetic considering the next episode. And Butchie, which I don't think I ever found out his real name.
Well, yeah, they just call him Butchie, but the reason why they think
'cause
that
he's
she's going to
butch.
run away, the reason no, they think she's going to run away is because of Al's insecurities because his mother ran away with the encyclopedia salesman, I think.
You know, it was kind of weird
No.
because I used to watch Quantum Leap with my mom. And so when we were watching the episode and it was getting kind of heavy, and I was like, you'll have to remember that Al Calavicci, he ran away. He's an orphan. He's an orphan, and so is his sister. And I would like to remind you that she is, in the vernacular of the television show, somewhat retarded. And she was like, I didn't know that. And I was like, well, I've been doing a review. So.
Yeah, there's a whole backstory of Al that builds with each episode, and his backstory becomes more rich every time we watch an episode.
Have you ever read this book?
He had a pet cockroach. No, I've never read this book, but Sam has. Like, why has Sam read it and I haven't? That's weird, right? But this book was written by Betty Friedan and published in 1963, considered the most influential work of second wave feminism in the 50s and 60s.
Fucking woke, yo.
Well, that by itself isn't woke. It isn't woke to say, "Hey, ladies, you can
But secondly,
do other things besides being a mommy."
Well,
That's not
what wave of feminism do you consider yourself to subscribe to?
Whatever the 90s was. So this is great.
No, this was the 50s, 60s?
No, I know, but it was written in the 90s.
Oh, no, the episode, yes.
So, and I wanted to say hello to people in the chat. We have
Why?
Lemon Pie,
All right.
Mikey Sue's 4, And
Hey, Ashley Lynn Gaia Storm!
That's why. Ashley Lynn Gaia Storm is why.
I don't like her.
Yes, you do.
Oh, that's true. That's true. Now that you mention it.
Mm.
Lemon.
And the interesting thing about this episode, talking about feminism, is because it happens just a couple of days after.
And Mikey. I would also like to say hi to Mikey.
Yes, hello, Mikey Seuss4. After the Civil Rights Act of 1964 was passed by President Johnson on July 3rd, 1964, and this episode is, I guess it's July 4th.
Can we race through this as fast as possible?
Well, sure. We'll pick up another subject about the.
Well, what do you think? Like, I think that she's right to run. I think that Emma should leave this guy.
Well, the way he's presented throughout the episode is very non-supportive of what her dreams and goals in life are.
Yeah.
And he has this perception that he should be the only one who is providing. And
well, he's clearly insecure.
He's insecure, but he wants to feel like he can take care of his family, that they don't have to do anything else.
Jill, you know who this guy is?
Tell me.
Have you ever seen the Star Trek The Next Generation episode where, like, I think Tamarians, they go and they rescue a young man, and he has been raised by Tamarians, but like found and is to be returned to higher ups within Starfleet. And this guy is the Tamarian. I think he's a Tamarian who raises him. Remember the little kid who stabs Picard in the chest?
Well, what episode was that?
It's like third season.
Let's see.
This guy was on Star Trek The Next Generation, is my point.
Cool.
Really? Is it cool?
Is it? I don't know. Like, he was an alien? That's fun.
Yes.
That's always he had a beard. Thing. But what's his name?
Gary.
His name is not Gary.
No, it's true. It's not. I don't know. I haven't looked it up.
I actually have it here.
I don't do any research.
Well, that's pretty good for not having research on him. Hank Rickett was played by Sherman Howard.
What did he play in Star Trek The Next Generation?
He was in Voyager too.
What?
So, well, you'd have to look it up.
I suppose I would. And you should too in the audience. And speaking of the audience, don't forget to like and subscribe.
Sherman Howard, Star Trek. It's right here.
Would you be able to post something in the private chat?
No.
All right. Fair enough. I suppose if I wanted it for myself, I would look it up.
Mm-hmm.
Are you roller skating? This is crazy. What are those sounds? Anyway, so
it's rummaging. Tea girth. Okay. And
I do enjoy rummaging.
So, season 7, episode 13 of Voyager, episode Prophecy. He plays somebody called Tea Girth, whatever that is. I don't remember that.
He was a tiger. He was like Thundercats. Oh. But I thought he was in a second season episode, or third season, pardon me, of Star Trek The Next Generation. I thought that was the same.
Well, yeah, but he was also in Deep Space Nine.
What was he in Deep Space Nine?
Shakar.
He was Shakar?
No, he was Cybar.
I don't know who that is. Was he a Bajoran?
I guess so. I don't know.
That's insane. That's crazy.
It is insane. Then there was another one.
This guy has been in so much Star Trek.
He was Captain Ender in Suddenly Human.
That is what I was thinking of. Suddenly Human. Captain Ender.
Let's see. Suddenly Human.
That's the one where the little, like, not Ricky Schroeder stabs Picard in the chest.
Oh, and his birth family want him returned. And
Right.
he's like, okay.
This is a longer road trip than the episode itself. You
Well,
know,
we
at one
figured it
point,
out. That was fun.
it was fun. It was fun.
In 3 different Star Treks.
No, I know it's crazy. It's cool. You know, and I appreciate the fact that that entire exploration, it bled all of our listeners. They were like, I do not want to know.
Yeah, but that's okay.
Yeah, I don't like them either.
To that. Wait a minute. What? F you, Scotty. I love you anyway. Oh, it says
That makes sense. That makes sense.
I wonder why I wouldn't post that.
Are we gonna have to delete this stream too?
Why?
The racial epithets against the Cardassians.
Did that occur? Did somebody say spoonhead?
You did just now, racist. So anyway, Emma is dissatisfied in her marriage, and we have the perspective of Sam being a 13-year-old boy who is trying to keep it together. Now, this is something that I thought was strange. Dude, like in the 1960s, was this a thing where you could just throw your children into a monkey cage?
I guess so. I've never been to such a zoo in which I could play with the monkeys, so...
Like, I've held a monkey once, or a simian. Like a small primate.
He does not look happy.
Yeah. But it's not like they would throw me in a cage. Like, remember Harambe?
Well, a gorilla is a far cry from a little monkey.
Yeah, gorillas can juggle.
They can juggle you.
True. I do like the power dynamic between Sam's older sister and how she kind of overrides Al in this episode.
Yeah, that's her job.
That is her job. But it's very, like, we've talked about Sam sort of absorbing or playing with or being a party to the sort of mind character.
Mm-hmm.
Like, Sam absorbs some of the host.
Absolutely. And so this is the youngest person he's ever leaped into.
True story?
Yes.
Sweet.
Before that, it was Kamikaze Kid was the youngest. I think both episodes were written by the same person, too. Paul Brown wrote both.
Nice. Well, and also, in the next episode, James Whitmore Jr. is in it. And he's a longtime director of Quantum Leap episodes.
And that's good. Once a show gets into a rotating series of directors that really like the show, then, you're in a good space. And of course, Al thinks that Emma's going to run out on the family with Billy. I don't know. Have you seen Billy yet? Oh,
yeah. Yeah, here he is. Yeah.
He's a Billy. He's the more enlightened male of the episode, apparently.
Hey, Canadian Spider-Man, this episode is totally about misdirection. It's like, oh no, we're supposed to think that it's bad that this handsome fella is here.
Yeah, he's just being nice and kind. And yeah, he obviously does have a thing for her, but...
Emma wants out of her loveless marriage, and I do not understand why Sam has leapt. I don't know why he's leapt into... why is he fucking up?
Well, the problem is
that person's mom's life.
The problem is Hank is not a supportive husband, but he does love his family at the same time, and so it's kind of a weird.
He's a chuckle monkey.
Yeah, he is. he's more clueless though than I think malicious. Hello in the chat, Canadian Spider-Man.
Hey, Spidey. Hey, Matt G. It's fantastic to see you.
What happened to the poll?
It's over there.
Oh.
Ash said, hi, Mikey. And Canadian Spider-Man.
Yeah, great to see you guys. And so, yes, this episode is all about the twist. You don't expect it because it leads you on. It has Al is defending Hank the whole episode for some reason, just because he thinks that she's going to run out on her family just like Al's mom did.
Yep.
You're right.
I was kind of hoping that there would be, so you see, what's his name? Handsome guy with hair.
Billy?
Yeah, his daughter. I thought that there was going to be some sort of interaction between Sam and like the daughter of the guy.
I'm glad there wasn't. That would have been weird.
Well, it's the entire episode is weird. So no, I don't know. This episode, it meanders, and our protagonist, the person that we're supposed to be helping the most, like we're supposed to be on Hank's side. And like keep your wife away from the better person.
Well, I get the idea of wanting to keep a family together, but a family this dysfunctional needs a therapist.
Well, it's 1960 something or other. Hey, Herc.
Handsome guy with hair. That's me, says Herc 130.
Anyway, so hours and hours and hours go by while we watch Sam try and
well, there's purple nurples happening.
Well, yes, and you know what? I'm like I don't know. I can't talk to the purple nurples.
No, they just happened. But
I did like that sort of special effect of Sam just riding along, Al riding along the outside of the car.
I like that Al is allowing for litter just this one time to get rid of the business card that Billy has given.
He is quite the environmentalist, yes.
Just this one time. This special case. And that's for Dean Stockwell, who is a real life environmentalist.
Well, he used to be.
Used to be, yes.
He died.
I know, but I'm putting myself into the 90s during this show. I get to transport myself back to when he was still here.
Okay.
But you're right.
But yeah. Anyway.
And so they keep running into Billy. They keep like it as if it's fated for her to run away with him. And so you're right, they do lead you on the whole time. And he goes to help Billy with the tire because Billy can't do things like change tires. No, I'm worthless when it comes to cars.
Oh my God. Is this is the first of two episodes where the primary issue is changing a tire?
Yeah, they both have flat tires. That's true.
I don't mean spoilers for the next episode that we're reviewing, but
I had a flat tire today. I need to go get some tires.
Oh. If anyone wants to support Jill's Patreon.
I don't have one yet.
Yet?
I don't have one because I don't have anything to sell. Like if I actually had something to offer, I would have one, but I don't.
Yeah, but you provide services. You're a very engaging individual.
Oh, thanks. If I come up with something, I'll let you know.
All right.
You'll be the first.
You're really good at Doom.
I do that for free.
Yeah, but I don't think you should do it for free. I think that you should start charging.
And Rochi has a very grown-up conversation with his mom. That's a good one. I think this scene's pretty good.
Yeah, but the entire time that I'm watching this, I'm like, you are 13 years old and you are having an adult conversation with your mom.
Yeah.
And I was watching this episode with my mom, And she was like, this is completely unrealistic.
Some kids are precocious. And also, this isn't really the kid. This is Sam Becket.
No, but the mom, Emma, sees
Mhm.
Butchie the kid.
Yes.
And I find it very my suspension of disbelief is somebody's trying to win an Emmy.
Oh, I don't get that from this.
I get a performance vibe from this.
Well,
and it is
isn't that
Sam.
their
It is
job?
Scotty. It's Scotty Bax that I'm pinning that
Isn't
on.
their job to perform? And
No, I
trying
know,
to...
but he's trying so hard. Like, you know, when you're not supposed to see acting, this episode I can see acting.
Well, I'll tell you why I like this part of the episode. It's not
Why?
just about Emma and the fact that she wants more to her life.
Is it because it's one of your no?
Like-
you know what? I can't finish
Like
the joke. Why?
Huh?
Huh?
What were you gonna say?
I was gonna make a pornography joke, but never mind.
Okay, so I like this part of the episode not just because it's about Emma wanting to reach out and achieve more goals beyond raising a family. I think it's because Sam. It's Sam. This isn't Butchie. Sam is the one talking to Butchie's mom.
True.
And he comes up with the idea that she feels like a non-person because she's pulled in all these different roles, having to take care of everybody but herself. And I think the reason why Sam comes up with the non-person is because Sam is going through the same thing. He's pulled in all different directions, having to save everybody but himself.
So he's like thrown into the past to make right what once went wrong.
Yeah, and his own dreams and goals are not being fulfilled as a result because he's having to take care of everybody else.
But this is his dream and goal.
Yeah, but I'm sure his intention was not to actually be stuck. I'm sure his intention was to be able to go out and do this, but then be able to come back to his own world and be able to be in the future too. I'm pretty sure he didn't want to be stuck away from home forever. So,
but I think that one of the things that is important about Quantum Leap is that, like, can you imagine if Sam Becket had the power to beam into anybody and then beam out? Like, that's surgical time travel manipulation. But one of the reasons that this is sort of a romantic show, a soap opera, if you will, which I think these two episodes greatly are. Is this a soap opera or is it a science fiction show? It's a soap opera. This show is a soap opera.
Yeah.
But
it's a soap opera with the sci-fi.
But what if Sam Becket could surgically transfer his consciousness into individuals throughout history? How do you feel about that?
That would be weird.
Yeah. And part of the charm of it is that Sam is working hard to make sure that whatever he's doing.
Why wouldn't it still work the same way it works now, even if he were in control of it? Like he would still swap places with the person he leaps with, wouldn't he?
Well, yeah, I suppose he would have a full printed report from Ziggy, and he would know exactly what he was going back to do. But the thing is that he doesn't know what went wrong, nor does anyone.
Yeah, and Al gets it totally wrong this time.
Great.
Because of his insecurities.
He is rather insecure.
Well, about his family, yes.
About
being an orphan.
Things.
Yeah, and so the big excuse for Hank being a jerk is that it's 1964. Guys were different then.
Yeah. Which I like, you know what? I'm a Mad Men fan, so I'm okay with all this dismissive nature towards women.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not okay with it, but I understand in terms of the context of
the times are different, and we weren't there for these times, so it's difficult for us to put ourselves in those shoes.
Yeah. Have you seen the Barbie movie?
I have not seen the Barbie movie.
I cannot wait.
Are you going to see it?
Wait, never mind. I can wait.
Yeah, then. Well, I didn't exactly like the idea that Al kept running with this idea that Emma was going to run out of her children, because of course that wouldn't be cool. A good mother would want to take her babies with her as she's running away from a terrible.
Well, and you know what? I was watching this with my mom,
And she
and
seemed like a good mother.
She was being put through hell. She was such a patient mom. And the thing that like struck a chord in the room with the audience that I was watching it with was when Emma said, "Haven't you ever just wished for an orgasm?" And my mom was like, "I can't believe they said that on television." And I was like, "What are you talking about? I have watched Quantum Leap for episodes and seasons, and they drop hard R N words all over the place." And she was like, "You know what? When I look back on broadcast television, for someone to say that a woman was motivated by her own orgasm, that's bold."
Yeah, and yeah,
So
she says, but I don't
as
have
a
an
woman, do you orgasm?
Waxing the kitchen floor? No.
Good.
But this is the part of the episode where
This is all
thought,
just bickering. This entire
right.
episode is bickering
Well,
and
I
fucking
know.
futility.
But this was the part where I thought, man, maybe she is going to run away, because he takes her book, he tosses it away, which is a symbol of his totalitarian approach.
His toxic masculinity.
Like he's trying to keep knowledge away from her in order to retain power.
Fuck that guy, yo.
But I still found it difficult to believe she was going to leave her kids. So finally, when we get the twist that she's randomly fallen off a cliff.
Oh yeah, no, like out of nowhere. Hello, guy, handsome hat.
Oh, but cool waterfall though.
It is a nice waterfall. Have you ever been there?
No, but this is around. There's a trail with rock formations called Devil's Backbone, and it's located near Loveland in Lamer County, Colorado.
Do you see that place on the left? That's my cabin.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, no, I got a cabin right beside that waterfall. Yeah. So anyway, Hank hasn't had a heart attack yet, and we're all upset.
I mean, you said yesterday that everybody deserves a fair chance, says Sam. And Hank says, yeah, well, I was talking about minorities.
Not women. I want minorities to have. I want people of color to have equal footing in this world. But if you ask me a good goddamn about women, I will cut them off at the knees. Is what Hank just said. Fuck Hank. Or maybe, fuck Hank. Maybe he just needs a little sex.
Well, I don't know anything about that. I don't think that is a topic in this episode. Oh, except for the kitchen floor.
Well, you have to be bent over, yes. So anyway, this 13-year-old boy explains to his father what it's like to value his wife, and we're all supposed to accept it as rational conversation.
Well, he doesn't take it seriously. Hank doesn't take the fact that he's losing his wife very seriously at all.
I am astounded at how good these people, like these guest actors, actually interact with Sam as if he is the character that he is portraying. And I think that Scott Bakula is really good at portraying in this block of episodes, both a 13-year-old boy and a pregnant woman.
Sure.
Like, I think that Scott Bakula is television's Harrison Ford. I've said it before. I think he's amazing. And I think that he elevates the performances around him.
And he even asks her right here, do you want to split up? And she says no. So she reveals here that she just wants, part of her is dying, she wants to do more. And he's just like, I make a happy home and you're selfish. And it's
Jill, can I ask you a rude question?
Yeah.
Why does Emma
No.
want to be with Hank?
She made children with him. At one point, they loved each other. At one point, they were dancing together, and they had that song. You know that song where she was trying to reminisce about when they were in love, and he was just he just turned it off. And so somewhere along
that
the
was
line,
kind of sad.
Yeah, that was sad. But there was a time, and during that time, they had babies. And
do you think that Hank has, like sexual prowess?
I have no idea.
He doesn't look like a guy with sexual prowess.
He can change a tire.
Good point. He is a provider.
Yeah, that is his goal. That is his achievement. He is proud of the whatever company he has. Has some kind of company.
But Emma wants orgasms. We get there.
Right.
She wants excitement. She wants a little something in the clitoris.
But she also wants to go to school and
she
do something with her life.
She wants she wants someone to mow on her brain clitoris.
Well, at this point, nobody knows where she is because everybody thinks she's with Billy, but they talked and they just decided not to talk anymore. And she got lost, and everybody's looking for her.
Hey, Dalek. And you know what? When it comes to advertising, Dalek 451 is your man. Dalek 451 has been an advertiser for anything that I've been a part of, and also Antiderivative This week's headline is, Hi, Jill. Hi, Scotty. I probably won't stay long. I have a headache, and I'm very tired. Thank you. That is a ringing endorsement for In the Loop, a Quantum Leap celebration. Anyway, you were saying, Jill?
I hope you feel better, Dalek. I'm sorry you have a headache. Ziggy reveals in 1993 a woman's skeletal remains were found at the base of Devil's Backbone. Yes. And the dental charts match Emma. So they got to save her. And so this is...
They don't even know where she is right now. They arbitrarily say, you got any rope? No one needs rope. But they ask for tools that are inconsequential.
There's a reason why they know exactly where she is, because Al knows exactly where her remains were found.
Where her remains were found. Oh, so you're saying that you're allowed to get a spool of rope if you know that someone is going to be found off the cliff?
When you go camping, you take rope with you to put up tents.
I have gone camping at least 5 times, and I have never taken rope.
I always have cord.
You have rope?
Yeah, I always take rope.
When you go camping?
It's part of a survival kit. I don't know. Maybe Canadian Spider-Man, you take
Jill,
rope with you when you go camping?
Jill.
Yes.
Do you want to go camping?
Well, yeah, I probably will.
Okay, bring the rope. You bring the rope.
All right. Well, the thing I wouldn't do here is put my 13-year-old son tied to a tree and throw him down to pull up my wife.
But it doesn't make any sense. How did she get down there? She's on a cliff. How did she fall down the cliff?
I have no idea. We don't
know. No one knows. This is a ridiculous episode that makes no sense.
Yeah. Yes. This part doesn't... The only reason this is happening is so we could get this super cool shot of her dangling from a cliff. The super cool action scene with fireworks and adventure.
And no ambient music. There's no exciting music at all. It's like, I don't even know what this episode is. This episode makes me hate women and children. Yeah, flip through these. So she's all sad. Hank doesn't even go down. Sends his son, his 13-year-old son. Oh my God, it's ridiculous.
Exactly. Why doesn't he do this?
Exactly. If Hank had done this, I would have felt a little bit more redemption.
And because they made Scott do this, he hurt his foot. He hurt his foot.
Not his foot.
Yeah. Wait, his foot.
Foot is good enough. Or his heart?
He dislocated his foot. Sam, I don't know if it was during this scene, but somewhere along the line.
Did he find it again?
He fell and dislocated his foot. So, in the following episode, Future Boy, there was a slight rewrite. 2 episodes away, there was a slight rewrite to include Sam falling out of a pretend spaceship. So, to explain why he has limp.
So anyway, they rescue Emma, and apparently she stays with this guy.
But there was an important point that I missed, which was that Billy went to go get the Ranger or something, which is a smart idea.
Well, and also Al is wearing a Magic 8-Ball jacket, but it says stop instead of Magic 8-Ball.
Oh, that's cool. That's a nice jacket.
Well, no, and it's one of the few jackets that Al has worn, and I do not want it.
I like it.
You would.
I think it's nice.
It's fancy. And then there's more like, oh my God, manufactured tension because the rope starts to break or whatevs. Like,
well, that always happens with the rope. When doesn't that happen? That's like a trope with the rope.
Oh, I do enjoy a good rope trope.
And so almost losing her wasn't good enough. He had to almost physically lose her.
They make love in front of their own children to prove their passion.
That is not true, but Sam does get to stay up late and drink soda.
Grape knee-high. Actually, it's probably Orange Crush. And then what causes Sam to leap, Jill?
He dangles a little girl over a well.
When you say it like that, it's accurate. It's totally true. What you have to do is threaten a small girl, and then you can leap.
It's called the Big Sister theory. Yeah, well, it's supposed to be Butchie standing up for himself and getting his sister to stop bullying him.
Can you say that again? What makes Sam leap?
He dangles a little girl over a well.
Anyway, moving on. Let's go on. He leaps away. And all the music was good. Did you hear the music in that episode?
No, I still haven't done my due diligence.
Why did you spend money on the Blueras if you're not?
I mean to.
Send them to me if you're not even going to put them into a drive.
I'm going to. And
you're going to send them to me, or are you going to put them into a drive?
Well, after I put them into a drive. I'm not sending you my DVDs.
All right. Sounds good. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thank you. Actually, I am a hoarder, though.
I know.
You
already have them. You have these Blu-rays already.
I have the DVDs. I don't have the Blu-rays.
Oh.
I know.
The reason you don't see any free roaming derivatives in the wild is because Jill is the antiderivative. Oh, damn.
Story checks out.
Oh, and that, yeah. Okay, so anyway.
Do you mind, like, now that we're in between episodes?
Oh, there was a poem in this episode. I mean, because there was a reference to the
Jill,
Robert
hang on.
Frost poem.
Don't spend content. I was gonna say, do you mind if I go out, like, because we're in between episodes?
Mhm.
Can I go outside and, like, huff a toot?
Well, yeah. While you're smoking, I can read "The Road Not Taken" by Robert Frost, which was referenced.
But I
in this
kind of want to. Will you clip it for me so I can hear it later?
Okay.
Okay.
I guess.
Then I'll be back in a second. I'm gonna go get stoned while Jill is, literary.
Yeah. I'd love it when something cool pops up from literature. They also quoted some Shakespeare, but everybody knows Romeo and Juliet. So Emma and Billy quote Romeo and Juliet to each other. That's fair enough. But there's also a reference to The Road Not Taken about Emma's path to. Oh, right. We didn't even mention the fact that at the end of the episode, okay. I'll wait till Scott gets back before we talk about that because we didn't even mention it. But here's The Road Not Taken by Robert Frost. Two roads diverged in a yellow wood, and sorry, I could not travel both, and be one traveler. Long I stood, and looked down, one as far as I could, to where it bent in the undergrowth. Then took the other, as just as fair, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear. Though as for that the passing there had worn them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I kept the first for another day, yet knowing how way leads on to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh. Somewhere ages and ages hence, two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. And yeah, so that is Robert Frost, The Road Not Taken. And Herc 130 says two roads diverged in. Oh yeah, and he's posting the poem. And so this episode we discussed it pretty quickly. It's only been we're only 47 minutes into the live stream and we discussed the whole thing. That's pretty good. And well, okay, so I didn't actually give my review though. Oh, Herc 130 says I'm smarter than I look, Jill. Oh no, I always think you're very intelligent. I feel like a lot of people who visit my chat are pretty smart. I get a whole lot more from your comments. And so, like I said at the beginning of this review, the husband requires a life-threatening event to realize what an idiot he's being, and so they focus on his insecurities about providing for his family on this episode. But then at the end, they get together because he helped save her life. Obviously, that is a good thing, but she already flat out expressed to him that things weren't right, but only because she almost dies does he finally listen to her. But when Scott comes back, I wanna continue this conversation before we leap into the next episode. And so, how are you guys doing today? It's a Thursday. Tomorrow's Friday. Got any plans for the weekend? Well, like I said earlier, I had a flat tire, so my plans for the weekend are getting tires. And so I guess I could read some of the chat that I missed out on before. This election will tear you and Scotty apart, I fear. I don't think so. I think I pretty clearly won that election. I don't know where the poll went, but I think my reading was better. I don't know. What do you think? I don't know. Is that poll still there? I don't even see it. And Mikey Sue's 4 is apparently streaming late at night. Lemon Pie says in the mirror universe there's a pro-derivative Jill. And she might have a mustache to signify her evil. And Mikey Sue's 4 is able to whistle the Quantum Leap song. That's pretty cool. But he never made it home. And I wonder if Ashley's still here. It's cool to see her.
All right, are you sick and tired about talking about broken families?
No.
I want to talk about pregnant men.
No, but I didn't finish my review. I had something to say.
Oh, okay. Then you go first.
So, and my problem was that they focused on Hank's insecurities about providing in this episode, but the ending isn't earned when she expressed to him that things weren't right, but he only changes after she almost dies, that he finally listens to her. And in that, we don't get to see any of Hank's redemption. He just gets to dance with her at the end, and he didn't have to do any of the work. Ziggy told us everything was suddenly happy now. Hank suddenly out of nowhere becomes sensitive and understanding, and is finally secure in his family to share the role of the breadwinner, because in the future Emma becomes a doctor of some sort, a psychiatrist.
So Emma is sort of trapped in a loveless marriage. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That is that episode of Quantum Leap. Fuck it. Yeah, I don't like it. I'm never gonna watch it again.
The entire happy ending was told by Ziggy, and so it was all off screen. And so I agree, it's a little bit cheap, but
it's bad. It's bad.
The big sister was kind of fun.
She was, but like, why did they get? Like, I don't understand why they give Handsome Man a counter of like another little girl that Sam could be a part of, or what? Like, all of this is weird. Sam is what, 35-ish?
I'm glad they didn't do that. Yeah, exactly.
And so, like, making him a child is a weird situation. I did not enjoy it because he was powerless, and yet he could talk to the adults as if he were one.
Yes.
And I did not enjoy it.
Yeah, I was fine with that part in particular. And Cam is here. Hey.
Hey, Cam.
Herc 130 says it's 105 degrees here. Yes, we can switch now.
But it's not, Herc, the thing is that it's not hot outside. It's you. You are hot.
105 degrees Fahrenheit. Ouch. And it's
late in the evening. Check it and see. I got a fever of 103. Yeah, so if you're more than 103, you should check with a doctor.
Mm-hmm. And so I'm going to show you the promos for the next episode. But first, I'm going to share this picture. Let's see if I can do this.
Also, don't forget to subscribe to Jill's OnlyFans,
which does not exist. So good luck finding something that.
Or you could subscribe to my OnlyFans, which also does not exist.
And so here's I guess this is the TV guide. Thousands of you demanded NBC take a flying leap, so we did. You asked for it. We delivered. It's nice to be home on Wednesday, especially since I'm pregnant. And so it's just a promo picture. And Camp says, "Hi kids, I voted for Scotty just so the bastard would do some work."
Yay!
Hooray! Okay.
Do you want to try it again before we go to the next episode?
No, I did perfect.
No, this is true. This is very true. I'm gonna try again though.
Okay.
All right. Relax. Shake it out. Come on. Don't be nervous. Everyone here loves you. All right.
Said that out loud.
Really? Theorizing that one could time travel. No, see, I already fucked it up. I can't be surprised. I'm the narrator. So, theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Becket led an elite group of scientists into the desert. All right, I'm going to do it again. Sorry, I coughed. I'm a smoker.
By popular demand.
Quantum leap?
Quantum leap.
No, you play your thing.
By popular demand.
Quantum leap?
Quantum leap leaps back to Wednesday nights and gives birth to the biggest leap ever.
Oh, I'm pregnant. It's impossible. What's happening? It's highly irregular.
It's Quantum Leap on its new night, tonight at 10, 9 Central on NBC.
On NBC. Theorizing that one could time travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Becket led an elite group of scientists into the desert to develop a top-secret project known as Quantum Leap. Pressured to prove his theories or lose funding, Dr. Becket prematurely stepped into the project accelerator and vanished. He awoke to find himself in the past, suffering from partial amnesia and facing a mirror image that was not his own. Fortunately, I can't maintain for this long. Never mind. Keep going. Show me the promo for the pregnant lady again.
Okay, yeah, no, I'm going to show you a different one. This is a different one. This is,
Love you, babe. Let's do lunch. Jerk. Recently, I've received a few letters from fans of Quantum Leap demanding that I move it back to its original Wednesday nighttime slot. Listen,
Wow.
I run this network. Nobody tells me what to do. You know what I have to say to the fans of Quantum Leap? You win.
Can we, do you have this isn't even my channel, so if you want to get a copyright strike, I'm fine with it. Can you share the theme song to Quantum Leap?
I could, but then there would be a copyright claim. That amount.
Yeah, I'm not really
playing it is
concerned. I
fine.
just want to play it. It would be so fun for me if I could hear it.
But probably won't be appreciated.
Not my problem. Not my house.
Really? You want me to play the Quantum Leap thing?
Yes.
Like all of it?
Well, no, stop it at a certain point.
Okay. How many seconds do you want?
12? Breaking the law. Moving back in time. Like, oh my God. This is what you better play it right when I say it. Theorizing that one could go back in time within his own fucking lifetime. Sammy Bex does that all. And he only has one guy beside his side. And he is Al Calavicci. And they get along. And they do Adventure Times through the times. Why? Not for personal gain, but to make shit yo.
Theorizing that one could time will be the leap home.
Yeah, mama, na, mama, mama, mama. I sound like Beaker.
There are people in my house screaming quite a bit.
Yeah, no, I know. I'm in a person, I'm screaming quite a bit, and I'm not in your house.
Mhm.
So, do we have to end? Is this a premature leap?
No, I'm okay. We're all right.
Do I have to go for a cigarette? Do you have to go get
Didn't you just do that?
I smoke constantly. It is so weird to take smoke breaks.
Yeah, that is weird. That's why you should have your own place where you can smoke.
Are you advocating that I get a place that I can smoke inside at? What
Yeah.
a strange advocation. You know what? Jill, I think that I will step into the quantum accelerator and I am going to show your children hardcover copies of the first 40 issues of the Fantastic Four. And
Hey,
I think
that's not a bad idea.
that will calm them down. I think they'll learn about family.
Or I could just close the door.
Well, many options you have. So I think that the going back in time and giving them a Fantastic Four hardcover is probably the best one. I'm sorry, I sound growly. It's because of the cigarettes that I wish to have currently. Are we going to talk about this fucking baby show?
Sure. 8.5 months, first aired on March 6, 1991 on a Wednesday. Quantum Leap got a better time slot. That's cool. This episode was written by Deborah Pratt and directed by James Whitmore Jr.
Deborah Pratt. She's a Star Trek lady.
Yeah, she's also the co-creator of Quantum Leap. The wife of
Donald P. Belisario, pardon me.
Yes, correct. That's right. And Sam leaps into Billie Jean Crockett on November 15th, 1955 on a Tuesday in Claremore, Oklahoma.
Okay, I have a theory.
Mm-hmm.
They call her Billie Jean Crockett because they want the other characters to call a male character who is portraying a woman. They want to be able to do that performance-wise to say Billy. They want Billy in there so that actors can understand that, like, or even relate. Like, I think that Scott Bakula does an incredible job playing a woman giving birth. But
he does. He did a lot of research, and he even wore a bodysuit thing to make him feel the extra weight.
And it's amazing. I think it comes through. Like, do you think that it's ever a hammy performance of being pregnant? Like,
No.
Aiden, you've been pregnant, yes?
Yes. Yeah, no, it is a
And-
very genuine performance. I bought it, and it's great.
Like, I think it really deserves praise.
I think so. And I love that it confirms our conjecture, or at least mine, that Sam has his own body when he leaps, and that it's the leapy that is stuck in the waiting room at the Project Quantum Leap.
Oh, it gets so
facility.
weird, though.
Yeah, it sure does.
Like, at a point, spoilers for the episode. At the
Spoilers
end
for
of
the
the episode, they say, it's like, oh no, the baby transported out of Billie Jean.
Right.
And now it's in you. And then before Sam can poop a baby or whatevs, then he leaps. And so Billie Jean comes back in and
Actually has the baby because
a natural birth. Yeah.
Sam doesn't have the parts to give birth to a baby. So I was glad they didn't try to show that.
Well, but this is such a crux, Jill.
But
This is such a crux. What are the physical? I guess we know he's gonna jump into a chimp.
Mm-hmm.
So but at this point, at this point, I think Sam has a vajayjay.
No, he doesn't. But
You
he
don't
does.
think he does? He's
No.
got balls?
Yes, he still has his
In the
own body.
past.
Yeah. In the past, he still has his own body. That's why I don't know where the baby could have gone, because the baby could only exist within the mother's womb because Sam doesn't have the parts. But the reason why he's able to experience labor and go through the transition phase, all the different labor phases, and have contractions and all that is because they're linked by their
Oh, they
brain.
do. Yeah.
They're,
No, they say that.
yeah, they're neurologically linked all together. The
Yes.
baby and the mother and Sam.
But do you think that it would be a health risk for Sam to have the baby?
Yes. There's no
You
place
think that
for
he
a
would,
baby
like, do
in
you
a
think
guy.
is like what? What would happen if he had the baby? Like, and I'm asking in like a Star Trek the Motion Picture malfunctioning transporter situation.
Well, you would need
What
a
do you think is going to
transporter.
happen if Sam has the baby?
You would need that transporter. I have no idea where you would even put the baby.
Well, it didn't survive, fortunately.
Holy crap. No, see, this is more of an alien situation if that kind of thing happened.
Well, this is time travel. We're making shit up as we run. Oh, by the way, did you get my Ziggy Comlink?
Not yet.
Did you see this?
Yeah, I have.
Did you see this episode? It is the best representation of my favorite. Like, I might make one.
Mm-hmm.
Also, purple. Like, this is what happens.
Punk rock.
Yeah, this is what happens when you get like a grimace shake.
I've never gotten a grimace shake. Did you get one?
No, I don't want to die.
It was his birthday or something.
I heard. I'm racist.
Against purple.
You know what? I had a friend of mine who was abducted by a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater.
Mm-hmm.
He sure looked strange to me.
Well, I don't really feel that bad about this lady's hair getting messed up because her hair got messed up because she's racist and she wouldn't let the little girl work on her hair.
Well, no, she was a slut shamer.
Well, that too. Both. No, you forget that part. Come on.
I didn't forget nothing.
Yeah, you did.
Oh, maybe. Sounds like me. I was expecting the sassy girl who was like assisting. I thought that she was going to be someone special. Like she was going to be like Tina Turner or something.
I wanted to learn more about her, actually.
She was a good character though. And even if she was just a character, she was a good character.
Well, I guess I didn't get the text for it, but absolutely Effie was supposed to help her with her hair, but the purple hair lady wouldn't let her work on her hair.
She was in one-eyed. Anyway.
Never did like that old bitty note. Oh yeah, me neither, because she's racist. It was very clear. I'm surprised you missed that.
I was too busy looking at Scott Bakula in maternity wear.
Yeah, he has some cute clothes.
What are you talking about, cute clothes? It's just weird seeing a man wearing fucking I'm about to have a baby clothes. Like I was observing him and I was like, I'm not an actor, but if I were, where would I put my hand to represent how much heavy it is in my body? And he did some good back work. He did my back hurts acting. But whenever he never really went over the top when it was like I'm supporting my pregnant belly. He always had it a little bit up higher around the ribs. I don't know why that was. I'm sure that he decided upon that with the utmost of research. But I was like, if I were an actor, which I'm not, I would have acted all of the scenes with Scott Bakula as a man who was too full. I just would have rubbed my belly the entire time.
That would have looked silly.
It would have.
I've already
No, I'm
seen a
saying
picture.
Scott
You know what
Bakula
the
was
funny
better
thing
than
is?
me.
I've already seen a picture of you pregnant. I don't know why I didn't think to bring it on this podcast.
I am a sexy pregnant person.
Yeah, you kind of are.
I am. I would. Yeah.
I should get that picture.
You
But-
well. It's my Tinder profile.
But Ziggy says that what's her name? Billy's going to have her baby. Yeah, both these episodes have a Billy in 36 hours, unless Sam has the baby first. And then he's like, I can't have a baby. I'm a man.
See, look at all those slides. Come on, he's moving like a pregnant person.
Yeah,
A birthing person.
birthing person.
This episode is woke, yo.
It is not. This one,
Yeah,
the
fair
last
enough. You get a
episode
point.
was. The last episode was woke.
This one's woke. We got a man having a baby. It's a man. It's a man having a baby.
I think this is more of a historical kind of outlook into a society that used to shun
Do you think it's
teenage pregnancy.
Do you think it's more about the empathy as opposed to the actual factual? Like throughout this episode,
yeah, because it's not woke.
Even future science is
around.
saying, "No, you're not having a baby. You won't. You can't."
But the thing is, there's no possible way that Sam could have a baby. But
yeah, but it's so fucking weird when the baby disappears from Billy in the future.
Yeah, and Ziggy says that your brain.
Where does Billy's baby go?
I don't know. Okay, so Billy and Sam are both going through labor at the same time. They're going through the transitional phase. And so Sam gets to experience transition all the way up to the stage in which you push the baby out.
Do you have any problem with me just going out and having like half a cigarette and then you describe the plot and I'll come back and complain about
no,
never mind. I have an idea. I have a great idea. Keep talking. Don't worry about it. Remember that thing that I just said?
But you asked a question and I still haven't answered it. Yes.
Right. So don't worry about that question that I just asked. Don't worry.
Why are you halting me? I don't understand what's happening.
Nothing. Never mind.
Okay.
Keep going.
No, but you're right in terms of they're both in transition in labor, and suddenly the baby disappears from her womb. Where does that baby go? Because the baby must be inside of the womb in order to survive.
Well,
so it doesn't make any sense that the baby would disappear. When we talk about in Billy until the very moment in which Sam leaps. So and then once Sam leaps, then Billy is where she is and she has her baby. And no disappearing baby is even necessary. Doesn't make any sense to me.
No, I know, but this could actually, you know what? Instead of getting angry at the changes...
Oh, I'm not angry. I love this episode.
Really?
Yeah, I think it's fun.
Oh. I'm not a fan.
Oh, okay.
It's weird.
It's totally, well, it is. Of course, it's weird. It's a man having a baby. Like Arnold Schwarzenegger had a baby in a movie one time, but I never saw that movie.
We should do a Friday on Junior.
No.
Good answer.
But I wanted to say that this was the part of the episode that explains the sci-fi in the episode. Ziggy says that your brainwaves are linked into your emotions and that they're cross-channeling into the baby. Even though the baby's not here, the baby is connecting with your mood swings. And Ziggy says you're bonding. And that's good in case you deliver before Billy leaps back. Of course, that doesn't happen, unfortunately. I was like, hey, that can't happen. I can't have a baby. Men can't have babies. And so, yeah.
I killed a baby.
You did not. Unless it was like a baby lizard.
Well, no, it was a turtle.
Mm-hmm.
You ever killed a baby turtle? Just for the thrill.
You did no such thing.
I was trying to make a John Wick sequel.
But John Wick will murder the people who are murdering the animals.
Sounds right.
So you're the bad guy in the John Wick movie.
Oh no, I don't want that. Anyway, we were talking about Quantum Leap. So they fight. Oh my god. Oh, thank heavens.
No, and it is weird. I do like the fact that they're going for the nausea, even though she's late in her pregnancy. And I was like, this is impossible. After 3 months, the nausea goes away. So I'm glad that they mentioned that, because I was bitching about that while I was watching this, and then he said it, so I was okay with that. After they lampshaded it.
Do you think they lampshaded it?
Well, yeah. I mean, you don't get the nausea so much at the end.
How do you know what it feels like?
Because I was
be a pregnant man.
Oh, okay. Right, that makes sense. Because women handle illnesses in general a lot better than men
Like,
do.
you're married.
Uh-huh.
You have been with men. Like, they are babies when they get sick and when they feel uncomfortable. And Sam is, like, in this particular instance, he is not a man. He is inhabiting the life of Billie Jean, who is not your lover. She's just a girl who thinks that Sam is the one. No, wait.
Sam has swollen ankles. Yeah, his balance is off. He has nausea, sleepiness, food cravings, frequent urination.
And great cars. Come on, look at that thing. I want that.
And hot
if
flash.
anybody has money and they want to send me things, that. If Jill wants one, her first.
I do like this car, but you can have it.
No, I think you should have it first. I think you, after you. I insist.
Oh, okay. Because people are clamoring to give us a car.
So many cars. Come on, Oprah, if you're listening.
I bet you a $2 hog, that little tyke will just melt his heart. I just like that sentence. $2 hog.
Like, these are two women talking. Like, the images that you're seeing on the scene. And they play it so perfectly. Like, I do want to give a lot of credit to the blonde lady. She is actually acting to a young woman. That's how she's playing it. And Sam, like Scott Bakula, is playing it the same way. These are great performances.
They're pretty good. But these are 2 episodes in a row in which the main male characters have no compassion for the main female characters. So I can understand when you say these episodes are a little bit woke.
Yeah.
But unlike woke programming today, the 90s progressivism would come to some kind of understanding and something at the end.
90s progressivism is something that Nichelle Nichols dreamed of in 1967.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
90s, this is the activism that she dreamed of in terms of the equality of women. I think that this is both of these episodes have been a commentary on the equality of women.
They were. And it takes the entire episode for the dad to support his daughter. So he kind of just everybody thinks that she's just going to give away her baby and everything's going to be solved by that. But Ziggy says that Billie ends up regretting giving up her baby. So the idea is to be able to keep the child and have some support for her while she tries to get a job and support her little baby. So she just needs somebody on her side.
Well, okay. I have questions. So Sam leaps into Billy.
Yeah.
Billy has already gone through the legal prospect of
She's gone through some of the intermediary processes of going through the adoption agency and getting somebody to adopt her baby.
Yeah. And so all she had to do was sign some papers. Now Sam jumps into her. I don't mean that in a rude way. I'm just saying he takes over her life for a second. Wait, it sounds rude.
It's fine.
And then he decides, while Billie Jean is not in control of her own life, Sam jumps in and says it is better for this woman to have her baby that she doesn't want and has gone through a lot of periodicals. She has figured out how to make it be given up for adoption. Sam changes that. So, like,
Yeah,
my
but
question is,
yes.
what happens when she shows back up?
Okay, so during the current timeline, she decides to give up her baby for adoption, but after it occurs, she regrets this decision and she spends the rest of her life looking for her daughter.
Current timeline, yes.
Yes. And so, yeah, right. And so in this case, well, the way they explain it is that she didn't give her baby up. She has her baby.
No.
As soon as you have your baby, you're instantly in love with that baby, and you don't care that, somebody decided to cancel the adoption papers. You don't give a
Hey,
shit about
Jill.
that because you just had a
Jill.
fucking baby.
Hey,
Yes.
Jill. Will you be my baby?
No.
Damn it. Fine. No matter how many times I ask.
So I have a baby.
I know, but you baby me.
I do. That is different.
Fair enough. Good answer. So anyway,
But honestly, I don't think it was that big a deal. Like, she has her friend there who's been supporting her. She has Dottie, and Dottie falls in love
Dottie's a
with
good
her
friend.
dad, and they support her for the rest of her life, and that's the happy ending.
What? Hang on.
What?
Was there a happy ending?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, the dad and Dottie get together and support Billy.
All right.
Well, a lot of the happy endings in these last two episodes all are explained by Ziggy and not shown through visual
Yeah,
narrative.
but like, you know what? These two episodes, and I didn't mean to push these off for a while, but I did push these off for a while. And then when I watched them, I was so excited to go back into the world of Quantum Leap. And then when I watched these two episodes did not get my motor running.
All right. That's fair enough. Well, I feel that way about the first one, but I'm not as that harsh on the second one.
Are you looking forward to next week?
I am. I think it's a time travel episode inside a time travel episode. So yeah.
No, it's going to be about stupid television.
Oh, well, I know. It's pretend science fiction inside a real science fiction inside pretend science fiction television.
Stop talking dirty.
Well,
never mind. I'm going to clip that. New ringtone, everybody.
And then Sam eats Jello and onions, which is
Have you ever had that?
No, I never ate Jello and onions. But in actuality, what Scott is eating is Jello and Jamaica, or that white
Is it like
fruit
food
kind of
cubes?
thing. I don't know.
Remember the food cubes from Star Trek?
Oh, the food cubes. Yeah, the Play-Doh.
Yeah.
Oh, if you want to see the Play-Doh, come to my channel on Tuesday at noon Central, and we'll be watching Journey to Babel, and there will be food cubes.
Look at you. promoting things.
Jacama. That's what it was.
Jacama you.
Jacama dragon fruit. What?
I'm saying that to you, Lemon. And Cam.
It's some
and
kind
Perk.
of fruit. So he's not really
You're
eating
some
Jello.
kind of fruit. Anyway, sorry.
He's not really eating the Jello rabbits. But it's to demonstrate that he's having weird cravings.
So it's just Jello and fruit.
Mm-hmm. It is. That way Scott isn't suffering. But it's supposed to be onions.
What do you think? One more smoke? Yes.
Yeah, you can go smoke if you want to. I'm fine.
I'm not going anywhere. I've got the...
Oh, no, you're not supposed to do that. I'm telling you. Just kidding.
I love it. So anyway, meanwhile, back at the birth process...
This episode spends a lot of time on the Jello and onions.
Well, but what do you like? No, but the thing is, do you think that Scott Bakula is doing an accurate sort of performance as a manic woman in her late stage pregnancy?
At no point do I disbelieve that he is feeling like he is pregnant.
He's doing a good job. Like, I fucking hate that guy.
Well, yeah, me too. But it's okay. He doesn't last long. He just leaves after this scene and never comes back.
What are you talking about? He doesn't last long. He's like he's the guy that Sam has to hold hands with to leap.
No.
And it's not earned.
What? Isn't
that her
Keeter.
Dad?
No, it's Keeter.
Oh. Who's her dad?
You merged Keeter and her dad together.
They look... You know what? All white people look the same.
Okay. You don't believe that, but...
I do. I think they do.
Keeter is just another...
Especially people from the... where is this episode? Oh, dude. I need... Jill.
Oklahoma.
Yeah, all people from Oklahoma look the same. Anyway, Jill.
That's a little better.
I need a red. I need this jacket. I need this shirt. Don't worry about the tie. I have the tie.
Oh, okay.
So
you do have a lot of
Christmas.
ties.
I've got a lot of ties. Some of them for my neck.
Yeah, so we actually do see Keeter again. He's just at the bar being a jerk again. So
yeah, but I get mixed up. I don't know who the dad is and who Keeter is.
The dad only shows up that one time when Billy tries to talk to him, and he's like, "I'm not going to help you until that baby's gone."
But I'm just saying, like, in terms of my understanding of the episodes. Like, I thought that the dad and Keeter looked the same.
Well, my biggest problem with this episode was every time I see this little girl, I keep wondering why she isn't in school. It's not summertime, it's the fall, and it's not Thanksgiving break yet. And she's just working a bunch. She should be at school.
Well, it's 1955, and we are in, what's the state?
Oklahoma.
So, why not?
Okay.
Like, I thought she added some, but again, like I said, I thought that she was going to end up being Tina Turner or something.
That would have been cool if she became someone.
You thought that, yeah, exactly. It doesn't make any sense for her to be famous.
No, it doesn't, but that is a quantum leap trope. You don't expect it.
It is a trope. It is.
And then it happens. And you're like, haha, that's cute.
Oh, my.
But I don't know. I guess maybe it happened in the 50s.
It was Nichelle Nichols this whole time.
And they worked instead.
Anyway. So, no, okay. So this is, I would like to say. Wait, go back.
Really? You want me to go back?
Yes, I do. Because I know your penchant for for slides. So can you go back to the best images of the Ziggy comlink? There they are. Like, I want that. You said that you were going to get that for me.
It's in the works. I don't want to. I was just thinking about messaging Mark about it, but he's off doing camp things with his kids and stuff.
What if I made one?
I don't know.
What if
you
I made
could.
one? I think I could make one better than, like,
Well,
and you know
if
what?
you
I'm
make
a
one,
big
then
fan.
I'll just keep the one that Mark makes.
Will you just come on? There's an 87% chance that you will enjoy that.
It's true.
Ziggy said so. What if we both had Ziggies?
Well, we could.
I would be so happy if we both had Ziggies. Go to our Patreon, everyone. We haven't set it up. But if you want a Ziggy, just vote for Jill in the poll. We have a poll. I'm not going to do anything about it.
Cam says, "Hello again, everyone. I gotta hop, but have fun." Oh, and Lemon Pie said, "Will that create a new timeline or alter the current one?" This series follows the malleable timeline trope, if you must know.
Yeah. And you know what? Have you ever heard of this guy, Jill? There's this guy, and he's named Captain Infinity. Have you heard of him?
He's a friend.
I know. Okay, so yes. Ish. He doesn't believe in malleable timelines.
I know. And I don't either, but I allow it to happen
What?
for fun, for the fun of the story, for the fun of the series.
You
It doesn't make any sense.
You don't believe in malleable timelines.
No, it doesn't make sense to be able to go back and kill yourself, because then who went back in time to kill yourself? So
That's a paradox. That's a different thing.
And the paradox doesn't need to occur. It just it branching off into a new timeline makes more sense to me.
So you're saying if I go back in time and I change time, and then time moves around me, you don't believe that that's a thing?
Right.
All right. Well, then why are you a weekly participant on the Quantum Leap show?
Because even though I think it's ridiculous, I think the malleable timelines could still be fun. And if you want to play with the paradoxes, I'll still play with them.
I do want to play with them. I think it's fun.
That's why I'm here.
Yay.
And so
you want to dance?
This is Willis, and he's the father of the baby, but he wants to go to college.
This is so fucked up. This is so
messed up.
fucked
He
up.
was like, "Why didn't you have an abortion while you had the chance?"
Exactly. And this hurt. I've had an abortion. I didn't like it.
You know, you really shouldn't have had one. You're a man. Why did you have
no, I didn't. I was in negotiation with the birthing person.
Oh.
So anyway, no.
It's literally.
What's his name? What's this guy's name? I thought that he had really long hair that was under his hat, but then when he comically runs away. Willis. Yeah, but I don't. Anyway, so he runs away. He says, "You should have had an abortion, and you promised me the world, and now you've taken it away from me by having a baby."
Yeah, now you're going to keep me stuck here in this town, and I can't go.
Meanwhile, like, Bakula is wearing a nightie. This is an incredible performance.
It is. And he goes from nothing to straight the very end of the pregnancy, straight into transition, just like you normally do on TV, because you don't have time to have the entire labor. And also, plus they showed at the beginning of the episode that he went through some of the labor early, but it stopped because of the leak.
Well,
Right at the beginning of the episode, Billy was gonna have her baby, but it stops because Sam leaps into her and he doesn't have the parts, so it's like there's no
and
baby
we're
to have here. So
exactly, and we're hearing from Sam through Al about this entire episode. It's like, oh my god, she's crowning.
yeah, first contractions don't come that hard. He's straight into the very last phase of the labor.
But you've
And
had
another,
babies.
yeah, two. And then we get another flat tire, so they can't get to the hospital.
I did have a baby once, and I found my vagina bigger after I had the baby.
And so Dottie tries to call Keeter. He's no help. And so Effie, the little girl, goes to get Billy's dad. And so don't worry about Keeter. Keeter's not the dad. He's just Dottie's
I don't
boyfriend.
care about either of these white guys.
Okay. Well, Effie does, and so she's going to go get him.
All right. Oh, I forgot. No, it's raining, and we gotta change a flat tire.
Yeah,
That's
Dottie
over
changes
now.
a flat tire in the rain. This is some cool stuff.
It is, and I still want that car. And then, but this is how. I'm sorry, I don't know the name of the young girl, but Effie convinces Billie Jean's dad. I only know him as Pa.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry about it.
And so Pa is convinced by Effie, and it's like, you know what? My mother, my sister, my cousin, someone, all had babies and they bled to death. You should probably, this is a big deal. You should probably go see your daughter.
And it is.
Yeah. So anyway.
Yeah, I was wondering why the dad didn't care about his daughter the whole episode until the end here. And then he's just like, oh shit, this is birthing a child is actually dangerous. I better go to the hospital.
Well, it was 1955. People didn't know back then.
Doctors knew.
But even the doctors here seem like a little bit of pederast.
The actual Billy thinks she's having a baby in an alien spaceship.
Well, all right. I'll allow it, but I think you're wrong.
Sam is sure he is experiencing these contractions and going through all of the labor pains.
No, but I'm serious. I want that jacket.
Yeah, red jacket. And
sorry, I'm
also
excited.
he's doing Lamaze, and even though it was invented in the 50s, it doesn't become popular until the 60s and 70s.
I was wondering about that, and thank you for bringing it up. And you know what? I did also appreciate that the show didn't say it outright. But yeah, he was doing Lamaze.
Yeah, it was pretty obvious. He had the breathing.
Well, but remember the Heimlich? When they pulled out the Heimlich? And they pointed at it like it was their job. Mm-hmm. And so I'm glad they didn't do that for Lamaze.
Mm-hmm. Oh, they didn't need to. Everybody knows what it is.
I don't. I've never had a baby.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that. And so he says he's finally going to support her.
Yes.
At this point.
Which I didn't like him to begin with, so good, I guess.
We're going to do anything you want to do. And so that's it.
Yeah. Both of these episodes are downers. Even their solutions are bad.
Oh, yeah, the solution is Bob marries Dottie, and they help Billie Jean raise the baby.
Hate these.
And leap.
Not hate.
And we actually leap into the next episode, Future Boy.
Is this the one with Bob Saget?
I don't know. Everybody's wearing masks. You tell me.
I don't know. You know what? Go back. Can
Okay.
you?
I can. Of
Yeah.
course I can.
Go back. Just one. The other guy. You see that guy?
Mm-hmm.
That's Admiral Paris from Star Trek Voyager.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Cool.
So,
That's really great.
but
Tom's dad?
yeah. But when it comes down to, like, what was it? I said to my mom, I was talking to my mom today, and I said, you know what? There are 3 episodes of Quantum Leap that I'm looking forward to. There's the one where Sam leaps into a chimp, the Lee Harvey Oswald, which is a 2-parter, but whatever, and the Bob Saget episode. I am so looking forward to the Bob Saget episode.
Which one is that?
Because I don't know. I thought it's another science fiction one. It's like when he's a performer or whatever. I
So
think
it could be this one.
well,
But
I don't
the
know. I don't
next
know.
one we have, Twinflix wants to be on. So if he's available next Thursday, make sure to invite him
Okay,
to Quantum
I
Leap
will.
next week. He wants to be here for this.
You know what? The next 2 are probably going to be better than this one.
Well, definitely. This is more up
Yeah.
our alley. What we're
What are
actually
you
here for.
saying? What are you saying, Antiderivative? You think this is a shit show? Today was a shit show?
No, just the first one. I liked the second one okay. I thought it was it had its funny moments.
You saying next week is going to be better?
Yes, next week is going to be better in general.
I can accept that. I'm okay with that.
But I did appreciate
So
this episode because Scott researched with his wife and his friends to figure out how to be a pregnant lady, and he did well.
yeah, no, I had never mind. I don't want to continue.
And also in the book, The Making of Quantum Leap, the unauthorized book by QL Hal Schuster, Scott stated that the one little transition scene of Dottie helping him into the hospital took over 12 hours to shoot. So he had a long labor.
I'm just, you know what? He made me feel empathetic about a pregnant woman. Like there was like they bring attention to the fact that it's like you physically are incapable of giving birth. But
Yes.
as the story goes, like even Sam gives himself over and he's saying, I'm gonna have this baby. And Al is like, how? I have no idea how this is gonna work. And Sam is like, trust me. But
Yeah,
before
no.
it happens,
Well, at first he was agreeing with Al that this is impossible. But as soon as he actually started feeling all of the symptoms, he had them all. He realized this wasn't a trick anymore. He's not just connected mentally with the baby and the mother. He's connected completely physically. All the physical sensation that the mother is feeling is what he is feeling.
Mm-hmm. And you can hear all about it next week on our new podcast, Junior, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger and Emma Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
Do you have anything you want to promote?
Sure, I have a channel, Antiderivative Jill, and
You have a
I
channel?
like to talk about. I do.
Huh.
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it sooner?
Well, I thought I'd build it up and leave you in suspense.
Well, I'm surprised and I'm proud.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I like to celebrate science fiction, and right now on Tuesdays at noon Central, I go over Star Trek the original series. The next episode I'm going to review is going to be Journey to Babel. And so it's a very big Spock episode, so I'm very excited for that as he's my favorite.
Andorians, yo.
And there are Andorians. Very cool. And like you said, the food cubes.
I
And
love the food cube. Like, you know what? I have had dreams about the food cubes.
I'm not that excited about the food. I love the
You
first
don't
mention
like
of.
I want Can you do me a favor and find out what they're made of?
Okay, I will.
Thank you.
Yeah, I think I'm pretty much going to do that kind of research when I look
Well,
up this
you're very
episode.
good at your show. You are very
Mhm.
good.
Well, only because Star Trek has such expansive information about it. Quantum Leap has much less production information to discover. And I hope that people continue to talk to the people who make this show in order to get
Do you
more
have
secrets about it.
do you have any idea how much like yellow plastic I have to buy? Like, if I have to make my own Quantum Leap comlink, it's going to be insane.
Mhm.
It'll probably cost me about $30.
Oh, okay.
Do you want one?
Sure. No,
All right.
the shipping is prohibitive. I'm already buying one. You don't have to make me one.
Go to our Etsy shop if you want a Scotty R37 original.
Mhm.
We don't
Okay,
have an
so
Etsy shop, so whatever.
no, we don't. So, and then on Fridays, I have more laid back reviews, just reviewing a show or a movie or something. And this week, I'm going to review UFO. The next episode, it's called
Is there going to
ESP.
be a UFO in it?
I hope so.
Me too.
There
Oh,
usually
but
is.
wait, there's a celebration as well.
Yes, Futurama's first 2 episodes are out, so I'm going to watch the first 2 episodes.
Have you seen
And
them yet?
no, I'm gonna do
Oh,
spoiler-free reviews on them. I'm not gonna go too deep
you
into
should
it. I'm just gonna say
spoil.
whether I liked it or not, and whether it had any science fiction elements,
Are
and
you going to blame
whether I
Alex
liked.
Kurtzman?
Well, no, he did. Secret Hideout fortunately has nothing to do with Futurama, so I can't blame Alex Kurtzman.
Does it
I
still
would
have the Xavier man?
Xavier Man. Who is the Xavier Man?
Xavier, the writer.
I'm not sure. I'll get all that information tonight and bring it tomorrow. 'Cause I
Do you
don't
want to
know.
watch that? Do you want to watch that before?
Yes.
Okay. Anyway, seeing as no
Watch
one
that.
is here, I'm fine with
Oh,
having
oh,
sort of
oh, and don't
behind the
forget the
scenes.
poll. Let's see.
Oh, no, I can't. I won't. I'm not going to do anything about the poll. Can
Oh,
you see
wow.
the poll?
The poll was useless. It ended in a tie.
Oh, well then fuck the
I,
poll. I'm not even. I don't care.
you know what? I think pretty much if it's a tie, you won. It's your channel. You break the tie.
What was the question?
Um, who would you prefer narrating in the loop, like the intro?
Oh, come on. I can't believe. I won't believe in a world where Jill doesn't do the quantum leap narration. Can you do me a favor while we close this out?
Mm-hmm. Sure.
Can you read the narration and then I'll close out.
Okay.
It's in the
Theorizing
private chat. Same thing.
that one could travel within his own lifetime, Dr. Sam Becket led an elite group of scientists into the desert to develop a top secret project known as Quantum Leap. Pressured to prove his theories or lose funding, Dr. Becket prematurely stepped into the project accelerator and vanished. He awoke to find himself in the past, suffering from potential amnesia and facing a mirror image that was not his own. Fortunately, contact with his own time was made through brainwave transmissions with Al, the project observer, who appeared in the form of a hologram that only Dr. Becket could see and hear. Trapped in the past, Dr. Becket finds himself leaping from life to life, putting things right that once went wrong, and hoping that each time his next leap will be the leap home.
Oh boy. Are we done? We good?
Mm-hmm.
Did you want to hear the whole theme?
Yeah, play the video.